On Sunday, the Jewish community and allies from the Ukrainian and Iranian Canadian communities gathered for what organizers describe as a solidarity rally in support of Israeli hostages being held by Hamas in Gaza. The rally being held here at Christie Pitts Park in Toronto. Those behind the rally saying the park was selected for its significance to the Jewish community. 90 years ago, the largest race riot in Canadian history broke out at the park. The riot sparked by Nazi-inspired youth flying a swastika flag at a public baseball game. Members of Toronto's Italian community rushing to stand with the Jewish players.
We are calling on Canada's elected officials to use every tool.
A crowd of thousands attending this rally as war between both Israel and Hamas and Russia and Ukraine looks set to continue for the long haul.
I think as Jewish Canadians, we're understanding that there is a latent anti-Semitism underneath that's become publicly permissible to share, and it is scary. We cannot call for a ceasefire without calling for the return of the hostages and for Hamas to surrender. And so we absolutely need to end the killing of Israeli civilians, of Palestinian civilians, but we can only do that if Hamas is gone.
Justin Trudeau.
I am here as a former political prisoner. They condemn anti-Semitism in word, but when it comes to the action, they fail.
We understand that if either Russia or Hamas succeeds, it will be dire days for all of us.
For Jews here in Toronto, it really has felt unsafe.
The sentiments out there, especially against the Jewish people.
A lot of Jews we know are afraid to be out in public.
The only way that we'd be happy with the ceasefire is if the hostages are released and Hamas surrendered.
This shouldn't end until all of the hostages are safely returned.
Free these innocent people.
Meanwhile, a different tone in Nathan Phillips Square. A rally there calling for a ceasefire.
Free the people, free the land!
Free the people, free the land! Ceasefire now! No peace, no stolen land!
We want to see the Prime Minister of this country, the government of this country, come out strong to make sure that the war stops, that children stop dying, and we return to a peaceful world.
As soon as the October 7 happened, we condemned the killing of the Israeli civilian immediately, all of us. But then 5-6 days after, these Palestinian civilians were being killed.
What happened on October 7, we obviously condemn it. Same thing, no one is allowed to justify what's happening in Gaza.
We demand that our government stop being complicit to the genocide of the Palestinian people.
Like, this is unforgivable.
At Christie Pitts Park in Toronto, David Zura, City News.